Hello my dudes and dudettes, my name is Dude Meeps, and today we saw the official reveals of cartoon classic Funko Pops all about Adventure Time, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Laboratory, and more, so let's get into it. Oh, and by the way, if you're constantly asking the question, where do I pre-order new Funko Pops, get new Pop exclusives, and find good deals? Well, check out Kraken's collection. Without a doubt, my go-to store with a mint guarantee policy, free shipping over $65 or more, and you can even use my code DUDEMEEPS to get 10% off. So if you want to check out Kraken's collection, the link is in the description. Alright, so if you guys tuned into my last video, we kind of went over what we were going to expect in terms of some leaks about these newest cartoon classic Funko Pops. And before anyone goes off in the comments, because I know I've seen plenty of people do that already on Instagram, I know people have a difference of opinion between classic cartoons and nostalgic 90s and 2000s. You know, everyone has their own opinion on what it means to be a classic cartoon, but let's, for the sake of it all, just call these the classic cartoons whether you agree with it or not. But the point of the matter is we saw a lot of cool classic cartoons, Funko Pops, a lot of nostalgic ones, and for some that were really new some that we haven't even seen in years. But starting off, the biggest hunk of them all is Johnny Bravo, and what's crazy about this is the Johnny Bravo Funko Pop line only has one pop. I'm honestly quite surprised Funko hasn't taken more time to invest in getting a license to get more characters from the Johnny Bravo line. All we have right now is Johnny Bravo, which I know a lot of people are upset about having him, but they do want at least more characters or just different variants, kind of more of a wave of these Johnny Bravo Funko Pops, opposed to just having two now. However, now we don't only have the Funko Shop exclusive, we have a common that is going to be accessible to everyone. Wherever there's a Funko Pop retailer, they should have this, and this is a new Johnny Bravo with comb and mirror. It's actually really great for collectors because now they don't have to go spend over $100 on the Funko Shop exclusive. They can get this affordable one at retail, this new Johnny Bravo. And this Johnny Bravo is really cool. I do like it. I don't collect a lot of cartoon line. The only two that I do collect is the Adventure Time, which we'll get to that in a minute, and then of course the SpongeBob ones as well. It's my second favorite cartoon. There's a couple out there that I really want to get into as well, but this new Johnny Bravo is really awesome. After that, we have the Dexter's Laboratory Funko Pops, and we finally get a new character opposed to just Dexter, who was the only character, and a lot like Johnny Bravo, there was only one, which was also a Funko Shop exclusive, also around $100 too. But this time, not only do we have a new Dexter, but this is Dexter with remote, and we do have his sister finally, and Dee Dee is going to be a new pop for the Dexter's Laboratory line. I'm really excited to see this for anyone who does like to collect this line. It's exciting that we're actually getting a different character besides Dexter, and I know so many people are upset because a lot of the pops that were revealed today for the cartoon classics, it really wasn't much of a full wave for most of them. However, one of the existing Funko Pop lines that did kind of mostly get a new wave was the Powerpuff Girls, and I think this was a major upgrade for what we got to see. Of course, we did get the newest Powerpuff Girls Funko Pops, and these I think are definitely an upgrade for the fact that they come with their own stands, but it actually shows kind of their light color energy that they shoot off from, and it actually matches each individual Powerpuff Girl, which is really awesome to see. I like how they kind of, you know, combine the color of what it should be for each Powerpuff Girl, and it really makes sense to have them on a stand too. I think it's just a really nice creative design touch to it all, and on top of that, they did add some other characters. One that we do already know of and have a pop-up is Mojo Jojo. We can't get enough of him, and he does have a very own Funko Soda figure as well, and that's the Blacklight Chase variant, which is really cool, but that wasn't released with this. That was just a little while ago. But a new character that we haven't seen before in Funko Pop form, and got his very own Funko Soda this time, is the Fuzzy Lumpkins. I was surprised that they didn't make it a flocked variant for his Funko Soda Chase, being his name is Fuzzy, but then again, I guess it's so cool, maybe it caught people by surprise, but it is still neat that they added a new character not only with a Funko Pop, but a Funko Soda figure too. But we did see the Chicken Funko Pop, and we did see Super Cow. We didn't just see a regular cow Funko Pop. That's so weird to say, I don't know, it's just like, could you guys know who I'm talking about? But we did see him as a different variant, so to speak, as a common for the first time. And what's really interesting and we'll kind of see this along the other Funko Pops that we'll mention in here, but Funko kind of went along with a new line of characters for just Cartoon Network themselves. They didn't make a cow and chicken line, so to speak, and if you guys know about the Dexter's Laboratory, showing the box art up here, they don't have it saying Dexter Laboratory on top, or Dexter's Laboratory. I know you guys probably would have freaked out if I didn't fix that, what I just said, but the point of the matter is they didn't keep it with the original name in line. They actually put some of these in the actual Cartoon Network line. So if you go in the Funko app and you click on that pop, it's going to say it's a part of the Cartoon Network line, not the Dexter's Laboratory line or the cow and chicken line. I thought that was kind of odd, being it's just you're making that pop pretty much already from an existing line, at least for Dexter's Laboratory and Johnny Bravo. So I don't really know why they decided to do that, maybe just because they're playing off this cartoon classics theme, but it just kind of seems like they're making separation of these lines for not a real good reason at all. I don't know, let me know what you guys think of that. I thought it was just odd that they did that. So they did change the box art for some of these, just having the original Cartoon Network logo up front with the black and white box letters. I do like seeing that though, because it is nice to kind of give you a nostalgic feel from Cartoon Network, but I just thought it was weird. And on top of that, we are moving on to not only Nickelodeon, but a very memorable show, and that is going to be Blue's Clues. And I feel like this is really great timing, just because we kind of saw the return of Steve, who was the original guy in the first part of Blue's Clues, and he kind of came back for a reunion, so to speak, and, you know, talking about what everything would happen. I know you guys are probably like, what are you talking about? But what I'm trying to say is that we did finally get to see Blue's Clues Funko Pops. Unfortunately, we only get to see Blue, and there's only going to be a common and a Hot Topic exclusive variant, which is going to be a flocked variant. It is cool that we're getting to see Blue as a Funko Pop, but I know a lot of people were hoping maybe to even see Steve, or I think Josh was one of the other characters. I'm totally blanking on the other guy's name. I only remember Steve for the most part. And there's plenty of other characters that could have been introduced as Funko Pops for the Blue's Clues line. And after that, we did see one of the more odd but really cool cartoons of Cartoon Network, and this is Courage the Cowardly Dog. We finally get to have a Funko Pop of Courage. Unfortunately, it's just Courage. I really don't know why Funko is not being able to put full waves out for each individual cartoon line. However, it's still nice that we're getting one finally. And if you guys have watched Courage the Cowardly Dog, it was one of the most kind of like creepiest but cool shows of its time, just because it really pushed the edge of what a kid's cartoon could be with a lot of its weird episodes. But anyways, we do get to see Courage finally in Funko Pop form, and I think they did a fantastic job with this one. And what's really neat about this, if you look at his feet, and you can see he has a stand. He is actually put on a stand for his Funko Pop figure, and the reason for that is because if you look at his feet, they're vertical, they're not actually flat, and they're never really flat in the show. He kind of just bounces when he walks around vertically on his feet, so naturally they have to put a stand on so he can actually stand up straight. I also do love the detail in his smile with kind of the hole in his tooth and everything. I've always thought that was so funny in the cartoon, and they really captured that detail well, so hopefully in the future we do get to see maybe a full wave for some of these other cartoon lines, especially for Courage the Cowardly Dog, and seeing Eustace and Muriel, maybe even some Chase editions, and even some of the creepy characters that we've seen in Courage the Cowardly Dog. Then a new GameStop exclusive is the Fruity Pebbles Fred Flintstone Pop Tee Bundle. It's actually a pretty neat looking Pop Tee bundle. I do like the t-shirt. However, I'm Team Cocoa Pebbles. I don't like Fruity Pebbles at all. I know you guys might start a war in the comments, but that's absolutely truth to me. But this is actually a pretty cool looking Pop Tee bundle. In all honesty, I kind of wish they went with like a cereal box theme and still sell it at GameStop. I'm not saying put it in a, you know, supermarket or something, but I still do think it's cool. It's just, I think that's a missed opportunity. They don't put it with like an actual cereal box look to it. This is by far my favorite cartoon of all time. You guys probably know that from my last video. But I really didn't think we were going to see Funko Pops of Adventure Time ever again. It's been almost 4 years since we saw the last Funko Pops of Adventure Time's line, and I'm really excited they brought these back. I didn't think they were going to bring them back, to be quite honest, just because the show is over and they weren't really celebrating an anniversary or anything anytime soon. So I really didn't think they had any reason to bring them back and sell some, but they brought back a whole new wave. And to be quite honest, a lot of these Pops are really neat to see because they changed it up a bit. Unfortunately, some people were kind of upset because we didn't see any new characters per se. However, there are some new molds and new character designs. So to start off, we did see Jake with his kind of MP3 player. I really love this one because not only is it a wonderful and just funny looking scene when you see it in the actual show, but it kind of turned into a meme as well, which is kind of a nice touch to it all, and seeing it in Funko Pop form. But we always love our Jake Funko Pops, and I know we didn't have too many. I know there's a Comic-Con one and a flocked variant and then the common variant, but it is nice we actually have a different mold of him because all the other Jake Funko Pops in Adventure Timeline, except the BMO Jake version, they were all the exact same mold. So this was kind of a refresher of its new style. And then we saw Princess Bubblegum, and when I talked about these in the last video, I kind of made some predictions of what I would like to see or what we could see. And they definitely did change the style of Princess Bubblegum. I was thinking she was going to have a different hairstyle, maybe a different outfit, and they exactly went with that. They had her with her shorter hair now, and she's actually wearing the, I think it's like a concert t-shirt that Marceline gave her as a gift. And it's cool that they actually have her wearing it and it looks exactly how it is on the t-shirt. So it's a really awesome touch. And of course, we do need to see our BMO Funko Pop. BMO probably has the most pops in the Adventure Time line, but it's still nice that we get to see another BMO. And this one's technically new in its mold and everything and its design. And we have BMO as cook, or in its cooking outfit. I really love this. You can see the apron saying "Kiss My Cook." It's really just a nice look because it pulls it right out of the cartoon and seeing it from the scene itself. It's just really refreshing to see some of these and bringing back memories for a lot of us who watch these cartoons growing up. And up next, we do have the most sassiest, and I would say one of the funniest characters in Adventure Time is Lumpy Space Princess. And I even talked about, I said, you know what, I think they should probably make her with her in her kind of grocery bag dress that she put on. And they absolutely just went up another level in showing this design. So I don't know if you guys have watched Adventure Time, but this is when she kind of was living as a homeless person, and this is what her makeshift outfit was. And you can see it says Squeeze E Mart on the bag, and then she has her kind of handbag, her roughed up handbag, and that lipstick that you see on her face was actually, I think, from like a pastry jelly that she rubbed on her face going on a date or something. But I thought this is so awesome that they made another Lumpy Space Princess Funko Pop. Let me know if you guys really like this design. And what's interesting is that they actually have her on a stand this time, opposed to the original one where they kind of just had the base altogether. And obviously we do need Finn to complete our Adventure Time Funko Pop line. This is the Ultimate Wizard Finn. Such a neat design that they pulled from the show that I was surprised they actually were going to make into a Funko Pop. And just the character design of this is really neat because he has so much stuff going on with his tiger hand and his sword hand and the flames on his feet, and then his, you know, angel phoenix wings and his eyes. Really cool stuff going on here. And then I remember in the show he's wearing kind of this robe, this wizard robe, and he tucked it into his pants, and you can even see it kind of bunching up in his pants, which I think that's just an awesome touch that they put in there as well. And I'm kind of disappointed though in the eyes because he kind of had these like slit eyes of the pupils, but they didn't put that in the Funko Pop, which I kind of understand because it kind of ruins it. But if you guys remember like Naruto Six Path with his eyes, I would expect them maybe to try to do the same thing. Nonetheless, it's a really awesome pop, probably my favorite design out of this newest wave. On top of those were all commons. We do get an exclusive, thankfully, and this is going to be another BMO Funko Pop, but it's a totally different variant. It's a totally different mold for that matter. This is going to be Archer BMO, or Robin Hood BMO if you want to call it. It's actually really neat. It does have him with his bow, and then I forgot what that thing is called. His quiver, that's what it is. I totally blanked on it. But he has his quiver on his back and the bow in hand. I think he's reaching back for an arrow, so it's really neat, and they kind of change his facial expression a little bit too, and then of course his kind of Robin Hood hat on top of his head. I really like this one, and it is a Hot Topic exclusive. Unfortunately, with Hot Topic exclusive, I believe they're no longer going to be put up for pre-order anymore. That's what I've heard, and most of the ones that we've seen recently are just going to be put up for sale once they are in stock in store. So as of now, we have not yet seen the new BMO Funko Pop, but I am excited to pick one up because BMO is probably my favorite Funko Pop to collect out of this line. Maybe Jake is the first one, but BMO's a really close second. So I'm really excited to see this new one. And weirdly enough, we did see the very first Peppa Pig Funko Pop. I don't know who asked for this. I'm not saying that we shouldn't have gotten it or anything, or people shouldn't be excited to see this. I just didn't think they were going to make this opposed to, you know, some other cartoons that were probably more deserving. And I guess we could argue for the fact that this doesn't seem like it's a classic cartoon, being it's way more of a new pop or new cartoon opposed to all these other ones. You know, I'm totally wrong, and I admit it, because actually Peppa Pig had its very first episode air in 2004. I didn't even know it existed until probably like 5 years ago, probably. I just don't pay attention. I think it's a Nickelodeon show, but it's crazy enough because Adventure Time actually had its first episode air in 2010, and I know some people don't consider it a classic and some people do. I honestly think it was, and it was one of the most successful Cartoon Network shows out there. So, but the point of the matter is, Peppa Pig actually came out in 2004, and I believe it's still going on today, and they're actually having a video game made for it too, so and it apparently has immense success, and it's really popular for whatever audience it pertains to, mainly the younger audience, but it is still cool that we do get to see the very first Peppa Pig Funko Pop. Although we do have one more GameStop exclusive, and this is for a line that actually has quite a few Funko Pops in it, and it's the Ren and Stimpy Funko Pop line. This cartoon had some pretty weird moments in it, and I'm surprised we've had so many cartoon Funko Pops made for it, opposed to some other lines that most likely should have been more well-deserving than this. I'm not saying Ren and Stimpy is a bad cartoon, so don't go after me. I'm just saying I'm surprised that Johnny Bravo and Dexter's Laboratory haven't gotten in more pops opposed to this line. However, we do get to see the first Powdered Toast Man Funko Pop. There was a mystery mini of him in this line, and there was some other Ren and Stimpy pops as well. I think dating back to around 2016 is when they started coming out, and they actually have quite a few and some other Funko products in this line as well, but this will be a GameStop exclusive. I don't know how many people are really that crazy about it. Some people just didn't even care or didn't even know who the character was looking at it. I honestly wouldn't have known who this was unless you told me where it came from, but this is from the show Ren and Stimpy, a Nickelodeon cartoon. It really had some weird scenes from what I've saw in the past, but I never really paid attention to this cartoon. I was more of a Cartoon Network cartoon guy opposed to Nickelodeon. SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parents are the main ones I did watch on Nickelodeon. However, it is cool that Ren and Stimpy is getting a new pop into its line. After those, we did have some cartoon classic Funko soda figures, and starting off we had Roger Ramjet. This one actually, I believe, had a black and white Chase edition, which I thought was pretty neat. Let me know what you guys think of black and white variants or Chase editions. I know some people like them because they're not as common as, the metallic or the glow, but sometimes they just really don't make that much sense. And then we had the Banana Splits Snorky Funko soda figure. This one actually looks pretty neat, and it comes with a flocked Chase variant. I do like the flocked variant too, so let me know what you guys think of this Funko soda figure. I honestly don't remember this cartoon at all, and maybe it's a bit older than what I was around watching cartoons, and to be quite honest, I didn't watch a lot of heavy cartoons on Cartoon Network as much. I was just a kid who tuned in on whenever what was on the TV. I didn't kind of like pay attention to weekly releases of episodes like I do now, because most of us do binge watch episodes of cartoons or anime on streaming services, so it's a lot easier now. But back then I just kind of got home from school, or on the weekend I would just watch whatever cartoon's on and move on to whatever was next coming after that. And next after that, we did see the Underdog Funko soda figure that was, I believe, revealed in the Funko Fun Days event, where they kind of streamed some of the new pops and other figures coming soon. But this one was actually cool. This was where he was in his Underdog hero outfit, and then the Chase edition was him as the shoe shiner, I believe. So it is pretty neat that we get to see a new Underdog Funko soda figure, and that is pretty much it for the Funko soda figures and the Funko Pop. So it was really cool to see these. I know a lot of people were looking forward to the cartoon classics. Some people didn't consider them classics. I get that. However, let me know down in the comments what was your favorite Funko Pops and Funko soda figures to see. Me, definitely, it was the Adventure Time line, and Courage the Cowardly Dog was also really nice to see. Hopefully we do start to see rest of the wave included for a lot of these figures. I only got 1 or 2 pops. But of all the Funko Pops today that are commons are available at most retailers that do sell pops, including Kraken's collection. So if you guys want to see that, they do have all the commons available for the newest cartoon classic Funko Pops, and you can use my code DUDEMEEPS to get 10% off your order. I'm really excited, and in terms of release dates for most of these pops, they're looking to be around December. Some are showing a little bit maybe before that, but it kind of depends on the store, and dates can always change. Probably the latest that we'll see some of these is probably at the beginning of the year. But anyways, my dudes and dudettes, I'm super excited for these cartoon classics. Let me know down in the comments below, what other cartoons do you want to see? New or old, classic or not, modern, whatever the case may be. I know a lot of people were asking for Ed, Edd and Eddy Pops, and we were supposed to see regular show Funko Pops too, and I know Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends as well. And unfortunately that didn't come with these reveals today. However, that does not mean we won't see them. This does not necessarily mean we won't be seeing those pops ever. They could be saving these for a later reveal, maybe towards the end of the year, maybe just a few months down the line. There's a lot of time left in this year for reveals for cartoon classics as well, or they may just put them in with some other type of event that they might reveal them for. And talking about other events, we could be seeing NYCC reveals, or official reveals could be starting this Monday. I don't believe we'll see like regular show or Foster's Home at the actual NYCC reveals, and I'm not entirely sure how Funko's going about this, being that they pulled out the physical convention and they decided not to attend it. However, Funko still hasn't made an actual announcement stating what they're doing for the convention, whether it's going to be virtual or if it's going to be their very own kind of fun con again. Because apparently there are going to be Funko Pops that will be exclusives for NYCC if you are physically attending. Then again, we just don't know a lot of details because Funko's really not giving us a good clarification on what's going to happen. But I'm sure sometime this week we'll get some more info, and hopefully we might start seeing official reveals come this Monday. Anyways, my dudes and dudes, that's it for today's Funko news. Drop me a comment down below below and tell me your favorite Funko Pop reveal for cartoon classics and what other cartoons do you want to see made into Funko Pops. So go ahead if you want to, hit the thumbs up button and make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping new videos every Tuesday and Friday, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at DudeMeeps. And as I'm always saying to you guys, enjoy what you collect and let other people enjoy what they collect, and remember, always have fun with it. See ya!